Okay, we've got to talk about UFOs, aliens, and thermal. Get in here, this is Jack with Cosmic Road. I'll talk about UFOs and the paranormal. Please hit like and subscribe and let me know what you guys think in the comments below. All right, I'll just get right into it. All right, so this is a recent capture by John Bell of Real Florida UFO, and I encourage everybody to go check out his channel. He goes out in his backyard and just films UFOs, and he has basically daily captures of these objects that just show up for him. They seem to like for him to get them on camera. So he is out in his backyard. He's not aware of any UFOs. He doesn't see anything with his naked eye. Gets out his thermal camera, and he films this massive, bright, glowing thing. I mean, I don't know how big it actually is, but it's super bright. I mean, it's as bright as the sun at night. This is just an amazing capture from John Bell of, again, this is an invisible object with your naked eye. It's only showing up on thermal. Yeah, just incredible capture. But John is not alone. There's a gentleman in Iceland who just posted this video. He was out and he felt a presence. He knew something was there, but he couldn't see it. So he took out his thermal camera and got this. And we get this weird, crazy donut or whatever the heck it is with this maybe energy shield around it. Who knows? Crazy UFO technology, right? But again, we have an invisible UFO, invisible to the naked eye, but showing up on thermal. And it gets crazier. It gets crazier. Yeah, we have the Jeremy Corbell squid video, the jellyfish UFO, or, whatever the heck this thing is, right? Just flying over a U.S. Joint Operations Base in Iraq in 2018, invisible to the naked eye, but showing up on thermal. You can see how it's kind of cloaked here, but still showing up. And if we fast forward a bit, we'll see there are just people taking a walk right there, oblivious to this alien jellyfish just flying right over their head. So another example, one of many of UFOs that are showing up on thermal but are invisible to the naked eye. But here's the weird thing, is because the reverse is also true. Sometimes these objects will, not appear on thermal, even though they should, because they have some sort of power source, but they're not emitting heat of any sort, like in the mystery drone situation.
Hours earlier, I was invited to join the Ocean County Sheriff Department. They launched their own drones to see if they could intercept the mysterious aircraft New Jersey residents have been reporting in recent weeks. The department says these mystery drones evade detection because they don't give off heat like regular drones.
Why do you think that is?
We don't know. It's just something that we haven't, it's not something that we've had our hands on. It's not something that we've experienced.
Yeah, nobody has. These things are visible with the naked eye, but are not showing up on thermal. A normal drone emits heat. Even its little battery emits heat. But the mystery drones, which can stay up in the air for many hours, don't emit heat. Obviously, some crazy exotic technology. At least some of them. We need more corroboration on this. There's not a lot of reports on this. In fact, if I can speak, this is the only one I'm aware of. Because we don't have a lot of independent investigation of these things. We're relying on the government, and they are, lying to us. But really interesting, right? That we potentially have a phenomenon of these mysterious objects that are not emitting heat, even though they should, but they're showing up. You can see them with your naked eye. Really interesting. So, go to Google. What's Google going to say about this? Just curious. If a UFO only appears on thermal imaging, it could be because the technology is detecting a significant temperature difference between the object and its surrounding environment, potentially indicating that the UFO is emitting heat or it is at a drastically different temperature than the air around it. Thermal cameras detect infrared radiation, which is essentially heat. So if a UFO is emitting a strong heat signature, it would be easily picked up by thermal imaging, even if it's visually camouflaged. And that got me thinking, is the visually camouflaged part of it. Remember the Las Vegas alien, the shadow being in the people's backyard right there? And that's not a camera artifact. That is actually something there that is in their backyard. Some shadowy form, 8-foot tall being that is in their backyard. Crime scene analyst, video analyst Scott Roeder came on Cosmic Road a few months ago, and he had been examining this footage of this weird amorphous shape over these people's fence, this weird blob there, because apparently there's supposedly beings further in the backyard. No, we don't have great shots of those things, but we do have this thing here, this being here. And the people walking by it aren't even aware of it, right? So another example of some sort of cloaking technology. They're not seeing it in the visual spectrum. I would be very curious to know how it appeared on thermal, if there had been a thermal camera handy. That would be really interesting. But Scott Roeder was saying that where this shadowy form is, only half the number of pixels were present as in the rest of the footage. Pixels here, normal amount. Pixels here, half the amount. So whatever cloaking technology this was, it wasn't simply hiding itself in the, from the people on hand. It was hiding itself from the camera as well. So why don't they all hide themselves from the camera, right? Are they deliberately trying to get attention when you can see them visually? Is that a display they're putting on? Why is that? Why do some UFOs and beings appear, visually, but, not thermally, or the reverse, appear thermally, but not visually? What is up with that? Is that different races doing different things with different technology? Maybe you guys have the answer for that, but I think that's super fascinating that we do have this difference. Some showing up on thermal and some not, but some visible to the naked eye and some not, as well as beings that are evidently cloaked and masking themselves visually, both, by people on the ground and by technology. Super fascinating, guys. I would love to see your take on this exotic alien or other dimensional technology, whatever it is. How does it work, guys? What does it mean? Is it different races doing different things? Let me know your take on all of this in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. I sure appreciate it. Smash the like button and the bell to be notified of future videos. You don't want to miss a thing. Join me on social media. There's Facebook and Twitter links below. Love to see you guys there. If you want to support Cosmic Road in a bigger way, consider grabbing a coffee mug or a t-shirt in the merch store below. You can also become a channel member. Channel members are rock stars, and I really appreciate you guys' support. Thank you so much. Meanwhile, there are plenty of other videos on the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. This is Jack with Cosmic Road, signing out.